Before I begin, I'll never forget the first time that we had to go to the Perez family's home. That young man right there was a brand new chaplain. And God knows how to pick his messengers. Your growth and your strength, chaplain, gives us all a great strength. So let's give our chaplain, Vincent Johnson, a big hand for his words. And the 3 minutes I already got, look, let's be real clear. We know this family. We know the Preston family. We've known the Preston family not from this incident, but we've known them before this incident. And Mama Annie told me, you can get more than 3 minutes. Because how do you talk in 3 minutes about a life of a hero, not just in word, not just in deed, not just in the fact that he gave his life so his men and women that he was leading that day could live. So a woman that was in distress, that was living a life, being victimized by her own husband and a 14-year-old young man could live. That's not why we're calling him a hero. We're calling him a hero because of everything that led up to that moment. And so this morning, Ann Allison, his beautiful 23-year-old daughter, who's not just beautiful, but smart and strong, like the family that they came from, with Robert, his father, and Annie, his mom. We're here for you to celebrate because we know that the strength that he got from his parents has been passed on to you. And this morning, think about who we have. We have our mayor, Sylvester Turner, and our city council, First Lady Cecilia Abbott, Lieutenant Governor Patrick, members of Congress, Green and Sheila Jackson Lee, Dean Whitmire, the Senate, Senator Alvarado. And I want to just recognize Chief McClellan and Chief Bradford that led here before, and obviously my partner, Chief Sam Pena at HFD. October 20th is a day that will be etched in our hearts, in our memories. It'll be etched in the history of the Houston Police Department. I was thinking, Mama, just December 7th, we lost Sergeant Brewster, Christopher Brewster, then we lost Jason Knox. That was less than a year ago. And I was thinking to myself, I want to say, God, we got to stop meeting this way. But you see, as people of faith, we need to celebrate we're meeting this way today. We are celebrating a life of a man that knew the salvation of Jesus Christ. So today, I'm not going to say we need to stop meeting this way. Today, I'm going to say thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Preston, for giving that gift of faith and the gift of eternity to your son, who has passed it on to your beautiful granddaughter. And I'll never forget October 20th getting that call from Troy, from Matt, because they all wanted to make sure that we were going there, Chief Bainbridge, that we had officers down. And you take pride in knowing that we may have an organization of 6,500, but we make it our mission to know our people, don't we, Mama? That wasn't the first time. I knew who they were talking about. And I said, Lord, please be with them. And we know that HFD responded with medic and ladder 46 and ambulance 25, and you know that they tried everything they could, taking them to one of the best and finest hospitals in the country. And the HFD, if you guys are here from 25 and 46, can we give them a big hand and all the folks that tried so hard to save him? And this year has been a year like no other. It's been a long time, if ever, that we've lost. We've lost 116 members of this department, but I'm not sure when the last time we lost 3 in a year was. 2020 is a very, very challenging year. But once again, God knows what he's doing. See that discussion that Harold was having with his fiance and his family and his troops and his former commander, Belinda. When are you going to retire? You see, God had a plan for him. See, it wasn't his choosing his day, October 20th. It was God's choosing. God knew that he needed that loyal servant to go on one last call, to lead one more time from the front, to put it all on the line. And let me just say something, Third Ward. Jack Yates High School, what a year you've had. We started this year early on in the summer. We saw a product of Jack Yates, show the world that policing is not completely where it needs to be. And George Floyd from Jack Yates. We saw that. But you know what? God's closing the year. Again, third world, Houston, Texas, a city that is a consequential city, to instruct all of us as Americans that family matters, that police matter, that Black lives matter, that we all matter, and at the end of the day, we're all children of God. And that's something I give thanks for, Mama, because he got that from you. And so that day, Felinda was telling me, his fiance, a story about how she told him, she just told me this a few minutes ago. She said, you know, I told him, like moms would tell people, hey, just get a cheeseburger, go every day and get out there, hang out under the freeway, and just listen to the calls. But he told her, I don't think Acevedo would like that very much. And that's not the way he was wired. That's not the way he was taught. Because the strength and the courage he displayed that morning, Mama, Allison, came from the beautiful family that that brought him to this world. And if you look at that program, the very first picture, you might say, he's not in uniform. And you know what? I'm glad you chose that picture. Because HPD didn't make Harold Preston. Harold Preston came properly wired thanks to his mother, his father, and his extended family. And let me just say this, Mama. He had to be one tough son, because he wasn't just good at work. I know what he meant to you all at home and to your neighbors. And I know how tough you are, because your strength has given us strength. And I will just tell you that I will wear my mask everywhere I go from now on. I promise you, Mama. Because I got chewed out. But for the men in the audience and for the cops in the audience, let me just say that take the strength that this man got from his family, predominantly women. Take that strength and that nurturing and that care and that guardian mindset and adopt it as yourself. Let's honor him as we move forward. Let's honor his sacrifice by policing in a way that's worthy of the sacrifice of Harold Lloyd Preston. That is our challenge today. And I want to do one last thing before I close and bring up Mayor Turner. And that is, I'd like to present on behalf of the people of Houston, the men and women of the Houston Police Department, and the families and the lives he saved that day, including Courtney Waller, who I'm sure is watching. And let's give Courtney, who's recovering, a big hand, a big shout out. I would like the honor and the privilege, Mr. and Mrs. Preston and Allison, we want to bestow upon your father, and we actually put the ribbon on his uniform shirt already, with the Houston Police Department Medal of Valor. Congratulations to you. Let's give this man a big hand for what he meant. God bless you.